So I built and then I maintain a database of every event that's been recorded in the news anyways, that the Trump administration and all his friends have done. Needless to say, it is huge. But that's not why I am making this video. I am making it because there is a section in that database where users who have a difficult time articulating their thoughts or questions, like myself, can refer to questions for town hall. I have that in two sections on this database. I have it kind of on the main menu area. I also have it underneath each individual section. Sorry, it's called 30-second questions. But you don't have to go to my webpage for this. For the question that I'm going to put in these videos, I'll just paste it in the description below, and then you can copy and paste it. The questions that I have in there they're designed to be roughly 30 seconds, so not very long, and they include sources of information, so actual evidence. I'm doing these videos in alphabetical order. This one I will do an agriculture question, but there are hundreds of questions. I'm sure you have hundreds of questions too. Okay, let's make myself smaller so you can see. This particular one might be a little bit longer than 30 seconds, but I think that's acceptable. Here we go. Many prices that rose sharply remain high. Egg prices fell after farmers brought bird flu under control, not a direct result of presidential policy. Meanwhile, the Trump administration supported Argentina financially and authorized another 80,000 metric tons of Argentine beef trimmings, while American cattle producers face higher fertilizer and hay costs, drought, plant closures, and threats like screwworm. In 2025, Trump revoked an anti-monopoly executive order meant to prevent consolidation of companies and price fixing. What specific legislation have you supported to reduce concentration among the four dominant meatpackers, protect producers from tariff-driven costs, and lower beef prices? And when should voters expect measurable results? There are sources below every question. July 9th, 2025, Trump revoked anti-monopoly legislation, Executive Order 14036, promoting competition in the American economy. January 11, 2023, the USDA report shows reduced egg production. July 11th, 2023, USDA report shows egg inventories were in steady recovery. February 26, 2025, Trump administration announced $1 billion to combat bird flu long after flock recovery, then claimed the administration was responsible for recovering egg prices. November 21, 2025, Tyson plant closed due to cattle shortages, 3,200 people lost their jobs, and Tyson stock jumped 6%. April 30, 2026, a bale of hay cost $23, diesel rose 46%. These aren't all of the sources. They're just a few quick and dirty sources if you happen to be standing up there at town hall and they're like, well, where do you hear that from? So I don't know everything about agriculture. I'm not a farmer. I don't deal with this directly. I know that there are some policies that maybe the administration has in place to combat monopolies in the meatpacking industry, maybe to reduce the cost of production, maybe to reduce the cost of diesel. But as a consumer, I don't see anything meaningful that has changed. And I still feel the pinch, and I'm sure you do too. So this would be a great opportunity for them to sell themselves and what it is that they're actually planning to do to help anybody. But again, I only put so many sources. I try to keep it limited to 7, or at least no more than 7. Otherwise, the list will be huge. But if you want more sources, you can definitely find more sources on my webpage. And I want to show you something. When I say that I'm collecting information and making a database, I very much mean that. I have agriculture kind of in 2 spots. I have it as its own category, and then I have it under economy for farmers. Farm food costs. Let's go ahead. That's a subcategory there. There are some dates, and then you can select. It doesn't really matter which date you select. We'll take 2022 as an example. If I click on it, it just brings me to a landing area roughly around 2022 because the list gets huge. I'm going to zoom out. but all of the dates are under that subcategory. So this way it kind of gives you a landing spot, and then you can scroll up or down and you can grab all of the events that I found and all of the sources where I found them. My agriculture section is a lot smaller than I would like it to be, because I think that there's a lot more going on in agriculture than they actually report, because it's not exciting enough, so the news doesn't talk about it as much. But it is pretty detrimental to our cost of living. So we might not know what it looks like in the background if we're not all farmers, but I think that there's a lot more going on in the background than we realize, and I think it's hurting us. Or obviously, it's something's not working or something's broken. But yeah, I will be making more videos. I hope that this one helped you with a question, or at least got you thinking about questions you might ask or more research that you might do. Thank you.